All right, week 11, AC Crew.
Week 10 and a half.
10 and a half.
10.
We last week we said week 10. It was maybe week 9, but
Who's keeping track?
Yeah, who's counting?
Like, seriously. Yeah.
But maybe some of the fans, Chad.
We got a lot of diehards out there. Love hearing from some people letting us know that they're fans. A few people I don't expect, showing some appreciation. So
It's been
cheers
great,
to you guys. You know.
Something we're not gonna give some cheers to would be the Bears game.
Yeah. 0 cheers and 0 points in the first half.
For the Packers, or
No, because they scored 42, I believe.
Aaron Rodgers he's got the Bears number right now. Just
Right
frustrating.
Last couple years.
Oh, he's lost one against us.
Yeah, that's right. 1 out of what, 14? Some crazy number.
Yeah, I'm not counting.
Yeah, I don't.
But
Anyways.
just tough. Defense looks awful. Offense should score points. Like, we've got enough weapons.
Yeah, Trestman, I don't know what to say. Like, I do kind of like the guy still, but 0 points in the first half. That's unacceptable. The talent on that team, you can't score 0 points.
You're supposed to be an offensive mind, and Mel Tucker on the defensive end. It's just not happening.
It's hard. I don't like to blame the coaches too much. It's the players playing, but yeah, Mel Tucker doesn't show me enough. The defense is weak. Jared Allen is probably not a starter. Our best D lineman is maybe Willie McGinnis. Ratliff's played all right. Defense is in shambles.
Willie.
Real men.
But
Go celebrate afterwards. Watch the ACL.
ooh,
Sorry.
too soon. How about fantasy though? We got a big week if you're trying to make your way to the playoffs. So
It's that time. It's crunch time.
you got some quarterbacks to pick up. So if you need a quarterback, we always talk 2 quarterback league advice here. Mark Sanchez looked great.
Mark.
Big time pickup. Drew Stanton as well. If you had Carson, he's a definite pickup you got to have. And then Sean Hill starting for the Rams, kind of a surprise to a lot of people.
Against Denver, though.
Against Denver, yeah. Ugh.
Out of the 3 guys, I would say I like Sanchez the most. Great system. As I'm looking at it right now, I would probably rank actually Sanchez, Hill, and Stanton.
Ooh,
I'm just not a big Arizona guy. Sean Hill.
Yeah, 8-1.
I mean, there's a reason he started over Austin Davis. I guess he doesn't have all the receivers right now.
He has no one. It goes Sanchez, Stanton, Hill. If you're 8-1, you start the quarterback.
Yeah, those are rough. Hill and Stanton aren't much. I don't know.
And then Chad likes keeping AP and Gordon.
Gordon both should be picked up. Josh Gordon, he should be back next week.
They're owned in most leagues. And
AP, he has a meeting Monday. Last I read, Monday he has a meeting with the league about getting reinstated.
They have to decide by the Saturday.
They'll be going to court if he's not reinstated. Without a doubt, he should be reinstated. He's done all the legal stuff. Side note, I want to bring up, I just read a little bit about Rory McDonald, the guy from the 49ers.
Yeah.
Had some domestic assault issues going on. He played anyways because they were waiting to see the legal stuff. I'll bring this up. I don't think we'll talk too much about it. Basically, what the shocker value, the main story was about how these NFL teams actually have a lot of these policemen on payroll that work for the team as security, etc., etc. So these policemen are showing up that are being paid by the teams and sweeping under the rug anything that happens.
Yeah, I saw that there were no charges filed. Like, they had obviously big time people that looked into it. But I did also read an article about that as well, where you have people that they're trying to be in one role one day, one role the next, and it's just not going to happen.
No, where the money is at is where the loyalty lies. At least. A lot of these.
Yeah, wide receiver. We have Matthews, on the Eagles, looked good. Played with Sanchez on that second team, really got the rapport down. And then another bit of advice is to lock in. If you're making playoffs right now, you got to look for upgrades and lock in that playoff defense. So look ahead to see, to see who they're playing.
Yeah, something I haven't done just yet, but you definitely look at week 14, 15, 16. That's your playoff runs. Most leagues start week 14. 16 is about the championship round. Look, best teams week 14 through 16.
Yeah.
Something I should do myself. I haven't really done that yet.
Already got the best squad, so it's all right, Chad. But it's always good to have a second.
I'll see you there.
Defense.
I'm gonna put about 8 games in a row here. We'll see.
All right. Well, NBA. Watched some NBA tonight, so that was fun. Bulls looking good against the Raptors. D Rose went down again with an injury, but it's just minor.
Just a hamstring.
I mean, he's gonna be all right. Just taking him time to get back into the swing of things. People are on his case about him not wanting to win, about him being hurt. Relax. The Bulls
Get
are
off his
winning.
case, all right?
Powell's playing great.
27 points tonight.
Jimmy Butler had, I think, something crazy like 21, 9, and 6, or.
That's pretty nice.
I mean, we're just putting up numbers out there.
I think I don't really know for sure who is guarding, but I did see DeMar DeRozan's stats. He was their shooting guard. He was like, I don't know. This is not completely
He's like
accurate.
3
He
for
was
14 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy low. So he's doing it on the defensive end for sure. The offensive stats show up in the box score, but his defense is looking pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. NBA, we also saw Mr. Curry hitting a couple threes on the game
Steph,
after.
Yeah.
Looks great. Just got that smooth stroke.
Him and Clay. We also, what was the stat on the Dallas Mavericks game?
Oh, Mavericks were up at one point whenever I looked. 6 minutes to go in the first half. I think the Mavericks were up like 59-17 or something.
It's still a ball game. That's a good ball.
Just 76ers are bad. They're garbage.
I'm going to use this as a chance to split into a little something I looked up here for you guys. So back in October, the NBA was actually on a vote to reform the lottery system. As you guys know, it's like, is it 8 teams or 10 teams that are in the lotto? 8 teams?
It's actually 13.
It's 13 teams. Trick question.
You knew that.
Excuse me. They were going to reform the system to keep teams from tanking, like the Sixers, who have Michael Carter Williams, Rookie of the Year, Nerlens Noel, who was out the whole year, and Embiid, 3 stud players.
Three
and they
top
still haven't
talent.
even tried yet. They're going to get who? Who do you think? Cliff or Jahlil Okafor maybe in this draft?
Yeah, it's just gonna be crazy.
Dirty squad. So back to what I was saying, they tried to reform it a little bit in the system to take away the ability of these teams to tank. So it failed. It got voted down. At first, they thought that it was going to be everybody but Philadelphia voting for a reform. From what I just read, they said in the last 36 hours, there was some big random swap in thoughts there to where they needed 8 people to say no. 13 people voted it down, and those teams were, for you, Phoenix, Philadelphia, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, Detroit, Miami, Milwaukee, San Antonio, Utah, Washington, Chicago, Atlanta, and Charlotte. I don't know what the motive is for these
interesting
guys.
mix.
I mean, Chicago is the one that sticks out as being a good team that you would
San
think would want
Antonio.
something. San Antonio,
Oklahoma City.
and maybe Miami, who's I mean, they don't have LeBron, but they're still playing pretty good.
Yeah.
That's week's named off.
And I'm
puts them
going to
at
go out on a
9.
limb and say I said 13, potentially 14 teams. I think that there's 30 in the league, 16 make playoffs, so it would make sense for 14 to be in the lottery. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say I was wrong. It's actually 14 teams in the lottery, but we'll see.
Give them a chance.
I mean, the Bulls aren't ever there, so why does that matter?
Derrick Rose, bro.
Who
Who were there?
Derrick Rose, we were there. Yeah,
Was he a free agent? Pick up free agency.
free agency in the draft number 1.
Yeah, that was a great free agency period.
How about
what else do we got? Yeah.
Pain of Sports? So basketball practice started
How
the
is
past week
basketball
for
practice, Adam?
the men's team, boys team. I don't know what you call it in high school. Young men's
Call it
team.
boys team. Hey, it's still boys basketball.
Yeah, looking pretty good. We got after it. There for a couple days, getting up and down the court. It's going to be fun. The freshmen through seniors are all kind of practicing in the same area. So, just good to see the guys. With that, the old job, Old Illini basketball starts today.
Tomorrow.
Whenever you see
when you guys
tomorrow.
See this.
So on Friday,
for a close one.
not going to be close, but it's just good to get the season started. And so we had signing day on Wednesday where we signed 4 guys. We signed Aaron Jordan. We signed Darius Paul.
Bringing him back. Quick talking. Tell us about him.
Bringing him back. So he got suspended indefinitely from the team. Went down and played at the JUCO level in Texas, and then he's now back.
So this year, right now, he's playing a year at the
He's
JUCO level.
playing in JUCO level,
But he
and
will
then
be next year on Illinois.
next year he'll be on Illinois. He'll have 2 years of eligibility immediately.
Beautiful. And he was getting recruited by the likes of Kansas. I saw that
Yep.
much.
Yep. And then we
So-
have old Jalen Coleman Lands, just a great player. Can do a lot from point guard spot. And then we got DJ Williams, just very versatile.
Simeon, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So looking forward to all those guys. Chad Miller.
What do you got?
Final thought.
My final thought would be something I want to see. I think you guys all want to see. I think it's something that Brandon Marshall wants to see.
Oh no, I had
Yeah.
no idea what it was, but
Still now he knows. Would you, for $5,000, fight Brandon Marshall? Because he has challenged a Detroit fan to do it. $5,000 to get into the ring. This may be a joke, but from what I read, there is definitely some seriousness to it. And if Roddy White got guilted into some tickets, sure as hell, Brandon Marshall will be forced to back up this shit. Crap. $5,000. Get in the ring with Brandon Marshall. $10,000 if the guy beats Brandon Marshall.
no.
Wasn't good enough, though. Wasn't good enough. Countered. $25,000 total. Get in the ring and beat Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, it's just
Twitter-
not gonna happen. Brandon Marshall's crazy.
Yeah, but
Would you take a punch to the face, get knocked out for $5,000? That's the question.
fetal position, bro. $5,000? What? Sign it up.
Yeah, you're a man, Chad. My final thought.
That's all right. Brandon, go ahead. I'll take.
My
Go to
final
Brandon.
thought. Went to see this Still Cop basketball team. Just got a crazy fact for you. So they
Ready for
played
this.
played Concordia Seminary School. All right.
Concordia. I've heard of. No, I haven't. Sorry.
Yeah. You may have heard of him at home because you remember the 1957 NBA Finals? Bill Russell, Bob Cousy,
Wait,
Red
that was-
Auerbach.
57. Yeah.
Yeah.
1957.
The
With Bill
1957.
Russell, Kuzia. Yeah. All right.
1957 NBA Finals were played in the gym that Still Cop played
Concordia.
in
Yeah.
at Concordia.
Yeah. 57. Yeah. I knew that.
What an unbelievable! And it was like an NBA Finals atmosphere. Still Cop forced it into overtime without their best player.
I heard. So
And
what was
then,
wrong? What was wrong with the best player?
Cramped up a little bit, and the head coach didn't actually come out to the court to help him out. He just stood there and watched him. They don't have a trainer, so the kid just struggling himself off the court. It was
Tough it out,
tough.
kids. Tough it out.
Yeah, definitely yelled at the head coach a little bit. No respect for somebody like that. It's not gonna help out somebody that's part of your team.
I would have punched him for getting hurt in overtime, crucial time.
That's what Dicko would have
If he could
done.
have walked off the court,
He didn't walk off.
did he crawl off?
Yes,
Well then,
that's what you would have looked like
Anyways.
against Brandon Marshall. But yeah, Still Cop, big game.
$5,000.
Alex Metzger, played well. Knocked down a couple free throws. Had a nice and one layup with some contact, making some good passes down low down the stretch. Just a team player, and that's what they needed to get the victory. So Still Cop playing where the NBA Finals were kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, and
Derek
that's-
Cady and I played ping pong at halftime. That's about all I got to say about the game. You can't say much more.
I think I'm speechless.
So video of the week is gonna probably leave you speechless.
Wow.
Don't even
already
know how to
speechless.
prep you for it. So just
Just check it out. Get those eyes ready for this one.
your pants are in trouble. Oof. I don't like what is he doing? We'll see you.
He's
Hey,
helping the team.
don't do this to other people.